Hello, everybody. Welcome to our first inaugural stream. Um, yeah, welcome in. We're going to be streaming some building today on the on our brain failed on my Victoria terminal. Victoria terminal is a large 9-track terminal in the city of Lancaster, New York. It is all fictional, and it is set in the 1930s. This is being done in Minecraft, using just a few mods just to make it a little bit easier to do, and yeah, but we'll be streaming the game any minute now. Just gotta, set stuff up. It's our first stream, so any technical difficulties are still kind of being worked out, because not done yet. This whole, not ready for this just yet. Hello, we are in game. I'm currently standing in the rear of a Pullman passenger car, Pullman heavyweight. I'll just give you guys a little bit of a tour of what's going on so far and what you're kind of seeing here. So this is a New York Central Railroad terminal. Sorry, computer's kind of slow. Oh, and a little bit laggy too. Yeah, this is a city set in the 30s. This is Victoria Terminal. I've done a little bit of work on the terminal, just kind of this dome stuff. It was kind of tricky to figure it out, so it didn't make for great content. This guess not great content either, but you know, this is a Hudson designed by Crafty Foe, pretty common in the Minecraft train building community. These are his passenger cars. These are his, I believe these are his Polar Express cars, and I've modified them green to be more accurate to heavyweight Pullmans. We have started a little bit of work on the city. We have this is the New York Central headquarters, and just kind of some of the buildings and things. We have some buildings. This one's unfinished. Well, most of them are unfinished, but no buildings have interiors yet. But yeah, like I said, still working on it. Yeah, it's still loading in too. But yeah, a lot of work's been going into this, and this is just kind of update 1, and we're going to do a little bit of building over there behind the New York Central building on Victoria Terminal, which is our main terminal for the downtown area. This is not exactly its end position. I want to move it that way a little bit, but yeah. If we just go down to street level here, there's not much detail, but there is a little bit. Here you can see one of our wonderful interurban tram systems. This is our Atlantic Electric trains. Very original name to historical people out there. We've got a T1 third rail electric locomotive here. I mean, I know it's not the greatest model of one, but it's what I could whip up. Again, this is a Crafty Foe design for a steam locomotive, and these are his cars, but I don't know. I'm a little bit lazy, and I've been working a lot on other things like bridges and stuff like that. I'm sorry, I should stop ranting. You can find out more about the project and all of its ins and outs and lore and all of it, the rest on the Discord server. I'll be posting a message about the lore, and I might make a video on the lore of the whole place. But it is set in the country of United America, my take on the United States. Yeah, and this is not United America is not just Lancaster. Finally, the building loaded in. It's not just Lancaster. It will be a series of different cities across different games that I will build. So, yeah, but this is Victoria Terminal. From here, you could catch trains to New York City. You could catch trains to Rockport, Eastcroft, and there you could catch trains all the way to Los Angeles. You could also catch trains from here south to New York, where you could switch um, onto the Keystone Railroad, Keystone State Railroad. From there, you could go south to all the way south and to Florida or the Sunshine State. Yeah, so this is going to be a pretty important terminal for the Northeast. Um, this is where a lot of trains would be coming in and out of this, but let's get started. I think the first thing we're going to do here is we're just going to kind of fix up these platforms because they ain't looking too hot. Yeah, they are not looking too hot. These are unfinished. Most of this is. Yeah, so. Yeah, but it's pretty basic. We just got some buildings here in town, and yeah, it's pretty easy. Pretty easy stuff. Nothing too fancy. Anyways, yep. Just 1 second. I just gotta check something out here. We've had some troubles with some things. Okay, just making sure some stuff is working. I just want to make sure the stream's working and stuff. Anyways, yeah. So this is pretty much just gonna be me, music, and kind of just progress on the terminal. I do not have a dual monitor setup, so I might be a little slow to answering any of you guys' questions, but pretty much most of this stuff will eventually, when I get around to it, be available to be looked into on the Discord. Yeah, I'm still kind of writing the lore, so things may change, but one thing that I know won't change is that this is going to be one of the two large railroad transit hubs for this city. Yeah, there's lots to come in terms of what we're doing. Eventually, I'd like to post the official map for the project, and maybe even some other things. Like I'd like to maybe post out, put out the the lore and stuff like that. So it'll be a while before some of those things come, especially the map, because currently I have a small Photoshop file that's not doing so hot, and doesn't look very nice either. So, it is a little bit janky in that sense, but all fun. So let's get building. Currently, I'm just fixing up the platforms here. Got to get them all to this length, and then we'll kind of either work on the dome or I don't know, maybe we'll work on the station building. I'm unsure of that yet, what we're going to do exactly. But yeah, unsure what we're going to do exactly just yet, because it's been a while since I've worked on the project, so I still kind of got to get myself back into it. But once we get back into the swing of it, it should be pretty easy. Yeah. If you are watching, thank you. It helps out a lot. If you're just watching, even. And if you do like the content, please remember to like and subscribe. As cringy as that sounds. It helps. I mean, I know it sounds kind of cringy, but it does help out a lot. It does. I'd like the videos to become like more open to more people, so it'd be really nice if you were watching. Yeah. Yeah, I made a lot of cars. I kind of forgot about some. I had to go back later and do them. It was very annoying. We did, what did we do? I did the end car, coach, parlor, diner. I'm not sure which one of those three is the diner. Or no, this is the diner. I did 2 different sleepers, a combine, and a baggage car. We've done local. I've done a Hudson. I mean, this is the New York Central. In the 30s. I don't know what you expected. So I did make a Hudson. It's not the greatest, but it's a Crafty Foe tutorial, so you can't be too picky when it comes to that kind of thing. I mean, I'm happy I got what I got, and it's a decent model for a locomotive. Yeah, but over here, just to give you guys, if you want to know a little bit about what's kind of planned for this in the future, the tracks kind of split up over here right after the Central's headquarters. Eventually, this is going to be pushed this way a little bit, and there's going to be a Y here, kind of, and then a track will kind of go down alongside the station and over to the docks. And then I want to put, like, I kind of thought in the nook of the Y where it will sit, I wanted to put a roundhouse, and we'll put engine shops kind of along the station building, and it'll have the tracks will continue that way to another Y by the coast, where the coastal yards would be for the port. And behind us, of course, is downtown Lancaster. Downtown Lancaster's, I'm not touching it for a little while. I don't have the mental capacity to do that. It takes a long time to do downtowns, so I'd rather not do them. I mean, yeah, I'd rather not. They're just a really big pain in the butt to do, so won't be doing any of that anytime soon. What else? What else? There is, I want to maybe make my own Hudson model, but this works good. I mean, it's a great model, and I just think I'd like to edit some things about it, like, fix some of the things that I think are inconsistencies based off pictures that I would see, and kind of like mess around with debug sticks and stuff. This is kind of the main arch. I didn't want to do too many. You'll see here, you can see we kind of got a little bit of a rainbow consist. I thought that was kind of a fun detail. But here you can see we've got a main arch, a side arch, and then a little tiny one overhanging. Over here, down further down at this end, we'll have a kind of larger arch over both tracks. Reason for that is the station's going to kind of have its main or a side building here, maybe like a baggage building, and then the main building will be here at the very end. And I want to do it's a little bit European, I know, but I kind of want to put like a clock tower on it. I just feel like that would be interesting. It would add a little bit to it. Yeah, I just think that would be an interesting thing to do. An interesting thing to do. And I feel like any architectural details sometimes in buildings, you have to add things, certain things, and that I feel like would really bring the build together. I have to build some sort of buffer. I'm not going to do that right now. Any suggestions you guys have would be great. You can submit them on Discord or here. It's pretty much wherever you want. I'll take tons of suggestions, anything you want. Pretty much anything you want. Like I can build almost anything, so I can take suggestions. Some things I might be like, no, if it's not realistic to the time frame or something. I don't want to build things like I won't be building E units or stuff. That's just not something I'll be doing. I'm not going to build your Boeing 777 or 777 because that's just inaccurate. But anything realistic to the times, I'll totally put in there, and whatever you think would be cool to see that fits within the time period. I mean, yeah. Um, I'm just kind of ranting now, so I am going to mute myself, and we can just watch as we build. And oh, oops, I'll uh, I'll just pop in, and you guys can watch whatever. I know I'm streaming, but I sort of want this to be more of an episode kind of thing. I might make it that, just as an FYI. So this might be like the only stream you see for this part of uh, United America, which I think I might rebrand the entirety of this project to be United America. By the way, just as an FYI, I'm LT. I'm the leader of NYCSG, and I kind of do all of the work here, so you might hear special guests from time to time. Those would be uh, Central Pacific Railroad, or some of our devs from some of our other games might pop in and say hi, but kind of whoever. But at the moment, you just got me and Jazz. Hello everyone, how's it going? I am back today. We're just currently working on some domage here. I know earlier I said it didn't make for great content, but gotta do what you gotta do. Um, Earlier we just worked on finishing up the end of track for the terminal, and yeah, pretty much it. And the next little while, folks, I'm gonna be working on building the actual terminal building. That I think we're gonna save for a different episode because that'll be a lot of work, and I think it deserves its own couple episodes for that. So stay tuned for that. It'll be coming soon. Um, Again, probably in a stream format, but it also might be just a normal video episode thing. Still unsure. Um, yeah, that'll be coming soon. We're just putting the glass on this. I know I probably could use World Edit for this, and it would probably be faster, but I don't like doing repetitive commands, which is pretty much just like this would be pretty much just a bunch of repetitive set commands. Um, I could, but I just don't care enough, so I'm just gonna do it this way. And I know it might take longer, but it is what it is. Yeah, and it doesn't. I don't think it'll kill you guys if you have to sit through it. If so, I mean, make a complaint. Discord's always open to join, and if you need complaints, put them there. If you have complaints, put them there. And yeah, it's just working on this. It will take a while for this to get anywhere substantial. Just because this is a pretty big structure. I mean, I know I kind of started off stream, and that's just kind of simply because, well, yeah, I just haven't done it. I haven't done streams, so since this is our first stream, I was kind of still figuring out. So if anything's like done before this, it means that I just like, well, maybe if I just kind of like do this or that. So, and then I was like, oh, I'll only do a little bit, and I was like, eventually I'll get the stream thing set up. Well, I said that, and then I did like, I don't know, like majority of the city, and I went like, okay, or large sections of the CBD, and went, okay, no, it's time to stop. Oh, crap. We need to undo that. That goofed up the locomotive and the baggage. Oh, wow. Ooh, I feel pretty dumb doing that. Um, 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 um. How can we not goof this up? I think I have to do it in two parts. Oh, that's gonna be so annoying. Whatever. Yeah, so that's why there's kind of sections already built. I know, like I said, I know it doesn't make for the greatest of content if you've already got something built, but it also gives me a little bit of like, this is what we've got. This is what we're going off of. Let's stream from this point, you know? So I don't think I'll do too much off-camera work from this point on, now that I can stream. I think from this point on it'll be pretty much just normal, not streams. Because I think that's not like, I don't think that I should be streaming if you guys would want to see this. Tell me what you guys think of our first episode after the stream today. It's not going to be a super long stream, just because we can't. I don't got the time for that. You probably don't got the time for that. Nobody got the time for that. But it will be a pretty basic stream. I mean, yeah, like I said, not going or doing anything too intricate in today's episode. It's just the domes or arch, yeah, whatever, the funnies. Um, there will be an episode or 7 dedicated to building the station terminal building itself. That'll be coming relatively quick. Um, Not super soon, but relatively quick. I don't know when. For those of you who are probably going to ask, like, oh, when is it going to happen? Well, I don't know. I'm currently unsure of when I want to upload that video because it'll take, or that series of videos, because I know it'll take a very long time. So could be tomorrow, could be 3 weeks from now. I do know that tomorrow I will be making a video all about kind of um, what you say, what you call it, brain fart. I feel like I've had a lot of them in this video. Uh, United America. I'm going to do a video about that pretty soon. Like I said, United America is my version of the United States. It's where most of the ideas for these things come from, is United America. I have towns, cities completely different to this one, and some of them completely the same, all set in United America, so it'll be kind of stuff pertaining to that. I'll try and do maybe, every once in a while, and I'm always up for suggestions if you have any, oh, you should do this for United America, you should do that. I feel like this would be more realistic if it was named this or that, so, always taking suggestions. United America is not a super recent, but a pretty recent project for me. It's kind of a project that's been taking a while, and it took a very long time to come up with the idea for naming and all that. And I've kind of finally figured out what I want to do for that. Sorry if you hear any background noise. But it'll be coming soon. Yeah, it'll be coming soon. United America. I'll make a video on that, but it's pretty much an encompassment of all of the projects that I've worked on over the last, say, year and a half. It's pretty much cities, towns, entire places that I just come up with in my head. Some of them are based off of some of my favorite cities, like New York or Chicago, and some of them will be based off of more different cities. But yeah, it'll all come soon. Anyways, folks, currently we're just fixing up this dome here. Yeah, dome time. Doming it up, or arching it up. I just wanted to put these kind of arch caps, I guess. It's very common in European stations, and where this is not based in Europe, but it's taking heavy inspiration from Europe. Yeah, taking heavy inspiration from Europe for this station. I wanted kind of a more British design. I thought that would be kind of interesting. And it kind of fits with the lore of Lancaster, which, if you didn't know, is a city that is heavily influenced by the British. It has it will have a pretty British road layout. It will have grids, but the center city will have some pretty goofy roads. That's no grid, just kind of roads where roads want to go. I'm not sure if I love that idea, but I think it'll mean that it'll add more interest. Angled roads always do. Straight roads are cool, but angled roads are cooler. So yeah, that'll be coming soon. That'll be coming soon. I don't know. You guys can say what you think in the comments of this video later or whenever you get the chance. Um, Not sure if I love this, but I think it'll seriously add to this station's design. I'm kind of going for a mix with this station. I want some Art Deco elements and some more Victorian elements, but it'll kind of be a mix. The story for this station is these arches weren't, or I'm just going to call them arches, whatever. I know they're like roof covering things. I don't know the technical term. I'm calling them arches. They would have been introduced not that long ago, maybe in the 20s, um, when the station had a little bit more money, uh, and so they're a kind of an addition onto the station. And then the main station building is more of an older structure, more Victorian Gothic architectures used in that. That's just kind of because I thought like it just fits. It'll fit better with the history of this station. This station is a formerly narrow gauge 12-track station, so or terminal. I really should stop saying station now that I think of it, but it is a formerly narrow gauge 12-track railroad's terminal. So the during the 1840s and 30s, when they would have built this station, there wasn't really standard gauged railroads, so railroads would sometimes just kind of do like whatever. And this area was built narrow gauge, and then in the 1860s, when they um, removed, when they standardized their gauges in America, they would have ripped up all of the tracks, all of the platforms, and replaced it all. So this, while this station might, so like some of the things I want to try and add some lore like in that sense and kind of make it look like there were things that would have been there for narrow gauge that you wouldn't see today. Namely, that this used to be a station, not a terminal. It was converted to terminal because it was like trains going east of here, so that is east that way. Trains going east of here were not required to go east anymore. They just, like, they have, during the construction of Union Station, a different station we will build, um, Union Station became the primary hub for the railroad, or for the railroads in Lancaster. So Union Station is where more traffic will flow out of these days. This station has now just become for more long distance travelers. Well, Union Station does more uh, commuter services kind of thing, and would take people from Lancaster to places like Rogers Island, which is out east. And again, I'll make a map of this later, but um, it would take you to places like Rogers Island and kind of to the northeast, which in general would have less people going there. I feel like more people would be going west. So for this station, it's kind of tracks going west, leaving the station. It's more accurate. Um, and leaving here, like I said, you could take trains pretty much anywhere in America. Tracks from this station eventually will just pretty much just go east. There's not really a northern railroad, or sorry, they'll only go west. There's not really a northern branch of this railroad or a southern line. Again, that'll be more for sort of Union Station, but trains I won't really have go north from here, because the only cities north of here are Appalachia, which during the 1930s is a pretty small city. So while it will have railroads, it won't have as much connection. It'll probably have a like single track main line up to there, because yeah, Appalachia is kind of it's a mining city, so Appalachia will be very different in comparison. Um, yeah, so Appalachia will be kind of small. And yeah, like I said, different in comparison to this city because Lancaster is very big. During the 1930s, it would have a population of roughly 4 to 5 million, roughly somewhere in there. And it would have been kind of one of the larger eastern cities. With it just being only just barely beat by New York with an extra million. Um, to those who love Boston or places like that, it's not here. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing Boston. I don't want to do it. Just me. I was gonna do Boston, but it just kind of felt like Lancaster would be taking the place of Boston instead in my fictional universe of United America. So, to Boston lovers out there, I'm sorry, no Boston. Um, we will have a Maine, but that's again another place where eastbound trains would go, would be like Maine sort of area. I don't want to name states after real states though. None of like except for the state of New York and the city of New York, those are like some of the only real places I'll be having on this map. Like instead of Washington as the capital, we have Lincoln. Instead of places like what else? It would be like um, instead of just replacements. But we have come to our closing time, folks. We are going to be ending the stream here. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and sometime in the future, near-ish future, we'll be doing the main station building for Lancaster, and all of the rest of it. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. Again, like I said, more streams in the future. This is kind of experimental for me, this one, so if it goes well, I definitely will do more, but if not, I'll just end it all. Yeah, like I said earlier, thanks for watching, and I think we'll end it there.